Annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Country music star Rodney Atkins will be performing at the Icebox on Friday, June 20th. Tickets start at $30 and doors open at 7 p.m. The capacity is only 3,000, so don't wait. Buy your tickets at LincolnStars.com today before it sells out.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Boom. In your face, son. And again, here again, Saturday. Hanging out with you Saturday Conversations live. And because we're live, you can be a part of the show. The Starter Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. Looking for superfans. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about in the hour. We can be seen on all the streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, LO Channel 961, if you will. And then if you're fancy, jump over. Lock down the Ticket app, 93.7 Ticket app in your Play Store, and then Amazon Prime. Follow, subscribe. If you are not following or subscribing and liking us on all social media platforms, stop being a hater. Stop being a hater. Stop being a hater. Go get your follow on. Get your like on, if you would, please. We spent Friday, the first day of 4 days, at the Blur Tailgate at the Hilton Omaha College World Series. We're there from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. We'll be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So please feel free to pop by. They got packages of all ranges. Today's packages range from $84 to $134, whether it be lunch and dinner, soda, drinks, etc. The higher you go, you can go top shelf for $134 and have whatever you want, mixed drinks, etc. Tomorrow for Father's Day. So if you have not provided a Father's Day gift, College World Series, if you don't want to spring for game tickets, you can get the College World Series experience at Blur Tailgate. the prices on a Father's Day are a little different. $64 is the minimum package, and $114 is this high shelf. Yeah, your dad's worth $114. Your husband's worth $114. Just going to say it. Just going to say it. Go to blurevents.com/Omaha. www.blurevents.com/Omaha. Your hubby, dad, is worth it. And it could be, you know what? It may be the daddy in your life. This is not a Zaddy Day promotion. This is not a Zaddy Day. This is a Daddy Day. So do that as well. Lots to talk about in the course of this thing. And again, through all the things. I mean, if you go up, if you get your game tickets, fantastic. If not, I mean, they get 18 TVs. It's a pretty good event. Actually, I think they have 30. I don't think it's 18. I think it's 30 TVs.
A lot of TVs.
Yeah. Hamburger, barbecue burger. They got a full shebangy bag. So lots going on there. Again, the setup for it is impeccable. So here's yesterday's recap, because in going through setting up day one kind of played out in wonderful fashion. Two final at bat sort of scenarios in play. The final at bat, again, coming into play. Game one was everything you could ask for. Louisville in a battle against Oregon State. The Beavers found a way to put up runs late in the bottom of the 8th, and then Louisville rallied. Couldn't get it done, couldn't push them across. Same thing applied, right? That Oregon State advances to tomorrow's late game against Coastal Carolina, who battled against Arizona. And then, listen, in full fashion, when you can put these games together and it goes down to final at bats, it's always a good day. Coastal Carolina wins at 7-4. They will face Oregon State tomorrow. The two losers, Arizona and Louisville, will battle Sunday at 11 o'clock? 1 o'clock. What is it? 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. I don't want to send you there. If you're going to go 2 hours early, you're going to Blur. Right? Or you can just hang out in College World Series, the Village. And then the late game tomorrow at 6, Coastal Carolina and Oregon State. Today's matinee is a good one. Two interesting stories. Cinderella takes off the glass slipper and puts on a spike, trying to take down number 13 UCLA. That is a 1 o'clock start for that one. And then it's the main event, as Bruce Buffer would say, the main event of the evening. In an old fashioned, as Keith Jackson say, JR Ross from WWE, the slobber knocker. It's a slobber knocker. LSU versus Arkansas. And that's, look, these are familiar programs. Arkansas coming in ranked at number 3, the highest seed in the playoffs, with LSU coming in at 6. These are teams that are familiar. They're similar in a lot of ways. But the winner will advance to 6 o'clock on Monday, and the losers will play the early game Monday afternoon in Omaha. So fascinating to think about that. This event that, quite frankly, excels. It surpasses expectation. Jackson, you were there yesterday. What was your takeaway from day one College World Series?
Coastal Carolina might be the hottest team at that tournament right now. Right now. We haven't seen LSU. We haven't seen Arkansas yet. Coastal Carolina has won 24 straight. And they looked really good yesterday. And their fans showed up, too. Mm-hmm. Their fans packed out in Omaha. So that was my takeaway. I was only at game 1. I was not at game 2. But
it's scrappy. They're scrappy.
Yeah, they're scrappy, man.
And the thing that happens, and again, when equal pitching, equal hitting shows up, that then you have to make a play in a critical situation. Sometimes the ball bounces the way the ball bounces. But late in the game, when you get 3, dink and dunk hits to put runs on the board, and then you get a blast to give you some space and give you an advantage, that's kind of what happens. That's kind of what happens in the space. You have to take care of yourselves. You got to, you had the weirdest error in the Arizona game.
Yeah.
one after an absolute amazing throw, a dime throw from behind the plate to pick off what was, a go-ahead run. And then immediately follow that with there's no explanation for that play. Ground ball thrown past the first baseman, bounces, the catcher, of course, trailing the play, comes up with the ball, the runner takes off for second, and he, ball in hand, in the throwing motion, totally bluffed it. Just dropped the ball behind him, runner advances to third, Yahtzee. And there's no explanation for it. Just no explanation. There's no explanation for it.
Yeah.
But I also have this. I have this coaching rule, and folks can scatter against it if you want. But I have a rule that I want one throw per play defensively. I want one throw because the greater number of throws, the greater risk that something terrible is going to happen. And in that particular case, ground ball thrown away, catcher makes the play behind. What I want him to do, because our player made a play that sent the runner to second base. I can handle that. What I don't want to do is double dumb and then make another error on the same play because I need that runner at second. And if I just come up and feel the ball and run it back into timeout, runners at second, not third. Ugh. And that's the rule. Like off the relay, like what I want, ideally, relay play, if it's to get out of an inning and I understand the want to make throws. And you think that you assume that people can make throws. But that's not always the case, especially in the heat of a moment. Especially, it's 85 degrees, sweaty. You've made several plays. The ball's been in the dirt, so it's not going to come up clean, right? Pitcher to a catcher makes a throw with a clean ball. Shortstop throws it in the dirt, bounces several times, gets scuffed. You pick it up on a scramble off a rebound, and guess what happens? It comes up scuffed and crazy, and weird things happen. So that's where we are and where we stand. And today, I mean, the early game, Cholowski is the name in the first game, and you're talking about when you hit 20 plus homers, you hit 360. You drive in plus 70, you're a player. You're in the conversation player of the year. Pretty simple stuff along the way. But you've got some power guys in it. I mean, Cholowski with 73 RBI, he doesn't even lead the UCLA in RBI. Right? You got Levo's right behind him, hitting in the order. He's got 85 RBI. 85 RBI. It's going to be. I mean, they're Cinderella, but they're not really Cinderella. As a team, Murray State hits 307.
Yeah.
As a team. And some of that is competition. Some of it is competition. But I like the idea that I can put the ball in play. They also, again, you're not facing 10 to 15 SEC aces in your schedule. Like, I get that. But they're under 900 strikeouts for the year, hitting above 300. And guess what? They have strike zone awareness. 485 walks. So they're getting folks on base. On-base percentage of 422. High IQ baseball. They defend well. They run the bases well. High slugging percentage. High slugging percentage of over 500 compared to UCLA's 470. And that 470 is still a number. It's still a number. UCLA as a team, 298. So they're 10 dunks away from it being a 300 team as a 300 average as a team. So all things equal, all things in play, Murray State comes into this thing with 44 wins, UCLA with 45. It's a pretty good matchup.
Yeah.
And you're getting aces. You're getting aces in game one. Like, this is, everybody's rested. You don't have to. And again, no point in saving people now. So there's that. On the other side of it, I wanted to get into this thing that, hold on, let me go back and give, I always give I you have a pretty good idea of how you think the game's going to play out based on the game odds and folks who will do this thing. But for the early game, who would you think is the favorite?
UCLA.
Okay.
That's who
Okay. UCLA is the favorite. And the odds, it's an over-under of 11 with 2.5 runs as the bet. 2.5 runs. So if you tell me that 12 runs are going to be scored or 11 runs are going to be scored, and it's going to be a 3-run differential, you're telling me it's a 7-4 UCLA win. Or 8-5. If you're betting.
Yeah.
If you're into that sort of thing. And they played out yesterday, by the way. It actually, like we were having that conversation before the game. In the nightcap, who would you say is the favorite?
I would say LSU, but I think it's by a closer margin than you would.
It is Arkansas.
Anticipate.
It is
Arkansas.
It's Arkansas
Okay.
with a +1. No, it's LSU. It is
Okay.
LSU.
Okay.
It is LSU. And the over-under is 9.5. So you're figuring a 10-run game. 10-run game. So you're expecting a 6-4 ball game. If you're at the under.
Yeah.
Makes for an interesting day. The numbers are good. I mean, to think about what's happening with these two teams. So star players all over the place. Aloy is pretty exceptional in truth. If you're banging 350 for the year, plus you got 20 home runs and plus 60 in the RBI, which would be fantastic. But you look at Jared Jones from LSU, he's hitting 330, 20 home runs, 70 RBI. So you've got some rake in the middle of both lineups, and they're not even the power guys. You got a twin brother who's out there with 70 RBI, also hitting 330. So Arkansas has some dudes in the middle of it, right? It's pretty cool for them to go through the numbers. Arkansas hitting 313 as a team, and that's in the SEC. 313 as a team. That, to me, that's the best offensive team in the College World Series.
Okay.
LSU hitting 301 as a team. 301. LSU, interesting enough, 124 RBI home run for Arkansas, 108 for LSU. Slugging percentage, Arkansas at 558, LSU 516. All right. ERA, LSU at 3.77 ERA, Arkansas at 3.98. And here's a number. The strikeouts by the pitching staff. Wow. Here's what I'll tell you. LSU strikes out a whole lot more than Arkansas does. That's the difference.
Oh, man.
And it's substantial. It's 100 plus 120 strikeouts.
Okay.
As an offensive team. So when you start to wrap your brain around what it's supposed to look like, what it can look like, that's what's in play. And a great day as well in Omaha. So let us know if you're going. Greatly appreciate it because I pondered it. I wavered. I kind of want to go to that.
I'm actually still pondering. Fun fact.
That 6 o'clock game is intriguing to me, only because it should be a little cooler.
Yeah, that's I want to go to a game that's not hot.
Becky and I have tickets for tomorrow night's game in a VIP deal. So we kind of thought, all right, now if you just in the circuit that you can get in to UCLA Murray State for $80, upper level, $80. You can get in for LSU Arkansas upper level, $225.
Yeah.
If you want to take dad to the early game tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Arizona, Louisville, you can get in for $50.
That's about what game one was. And that was like lower level though.
If you want to take him tomorrow night, Coastal Carolina, Oregon State, $55.
See, that's a matchup I want to see.
Right?
Come on.
Right? You can plan ahead for Monday because no matter how it plays out, you're going to see either Arkansas or LSU.
Yeah.
Right? You kind of want the winner. The winner is the late game. The late game get in is $110 currently. Now that will change depending on the results from today. Today's outcome will dictate that. And then the early game, you can get into the early game for $65.
Come on now.
So we're in that space where things are still doable, and it gets a little wonkier if you plan ahead and you're willing to plan ahead. Here's where it is. You can buy tickets for Tuesday's early game for $45. The 1:00 game on Tuesday.
That's pretty good.
The late game on Tuesday, you can get in for $90.
That's also pretty good.
$90. Wednesday, early game, which might be an elimination game of sorts, right?
Yeah.
You can get in for $50. Early games cheaper than late games, generally.
Yeah.
Generally. Late game Wednesday, $120. Late game Wednesday, $120. And again, as teams get eliminated, ticket prices will change. But in some cases, they go up because it's going to be more of the high level fan bases.
Yeah.
So that's a real.
You might even see more fans start to come into town when their team gets further along.
Yep.
And
so. If game, bracket 2, if game Thursday, $80. If game Thursday, bracket 1, $60. Then it gets saucy. It gets saucy on next Saturday, because that's game 1 of the final. Game 1. What do you think the get-in ticket? Upper level, worst seat in the building for game 1, 6:00 next Saturday, first game of the finals.
$225.
The correct number is $255.
Okay, I was close enough.
$255. Game 2, Sunday, day game, $130.
The day game, man.
Day game, $130. What do you think the get-in is?
Day game. I'm actually going to go with like a 90.
$190.
Yeah.
$190.
$190.
You're not watching the finals for less than $200 because that number's going to go up.
I figured.
That number's going to go up. That number's going to go up, and then again, you can invest in it. And if those teams go 1-1, and there's an if game on Monday the 23rd, you can get a ticket now guaranteed at this particular rate at $160.
Yeesh.
So you can plan ahead. You can plan ahead for the finals because some people, it doesn't matter who's in the finals. You want to be there for the championship. Like you want to be there for the championship.
That's me.
Game one, $250 for the worst seat.
Yeah,
for the worst seat. For the worst seat in the building. And then if a part of me wants to top price, front row. Ready? Ooh, well, you can do suites. You can do suites.
The suites?
Yeah, you can do the suites.
Oh, man.
What do you think the suites would go for?
The suites? I mean,
1,500.
I was gonna say 11, but I was like, that might be too low. But
1,500.
Does this? Do you get like food and drink included?
Yeah.
When you get okay, well then that's
you also get air conditioning
and AC,
right? Which for a Sunday day games, absolutely
1,500. That's probably like the average, like especially for like an NFL game nowadays.
You can get
the average for
you can get behind the plate for 600.
That's actually not that bad,
right? You can get directly behind home plate's 900, no matter what level you're at.
Okay.
You can get TV seats for 1,500. You can get seats on the dugout for 1,100.
Oh my gosh!
Seats on the home team dugout for 1,100. So, yeah, but you're gonna have to plan ahead. Like that's what I would suggest to you, is that you can sit in the outfield for $300. And I've never sat in the outfield at Schwab, so I don't know what that advantage is.
Me neither.
I don't know what that advantage is. I don't know if that's a good.
I stood out there for a little bit yesterday.
It
was all right.
There's a bit of that. You can sit upper level. Those are the $300 seats. But those are the down the left field line and down the right field line.
Okay.
Those uppers, you've got those 200 level, 300 level seats. Yeah, those are the ones for 300. The 200 level seats, no, you're gonna spend $400.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's for dad. Do it for dad.
Are they even selling Game 3 yet, or like if we
Yes.
get to a Game 3?
No, they sell them.
Okay.
Because you have to sell them because you have to sell them as part of the all
that is very
groups
true.
package.
I didn't think about that.
And folks leave out, right? That's
Yeah.
where. But I can't imagine that anybody other than LSU or Arkansas bought the whole package from a fan base standpoint.
That's fair.
Baseball fans would buy the every game package. And the every game package was less than what it takes for the one game on Saturday. So it made all the sense in the world just to buy the package and just sell back and so that's just I'm giving you the playbook for next year. buy the all game package, no matter where you buy it, no matter what level, no matter where it is, right? Different levels of pricing, but I would say lower level. You buy it, whatever you're paying for it. If you go to half the games and sell the other half, you'll get your money back.
Yeah, that is fair. Yeah.
You'll get your money back, especially depending if it's a really good group, and then if you're connected to an alumni base, that certainly doesn't hurt.
And this was an interesting year because this is what I think they said yesterday was the first time since I think it's 53 that it's all 8 teams are completely different than the year before. So it was just all new fan bases coming to Omaha from the year prior.
And I mean, Blur is expecting 900 fans today. They had 600 plus as of 1 o'clock yesterday.
Oh man.
So, and I would imagine tomorrow's even more so.
Oh yeah.
So to me, Blur events, because you're part of it, you get to feel the energy, the people are there. It's amazing how many of the folks don't go to the game. They go to Blur and they just hang out. And then pretty cool thing that happens like after the game. So game 1, if you're at Blur, you get the teams walking back to the hotel right by Blur, and they take pictures.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they're literally right there.
Yeah, because it's right there.
Right there at Blur events. So it's also an added value. Last year I got a bunch of pictures with LSU last year. So that might be a thing this year if we go up and hang out for a bit. But we'll be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we'll have an opportunity in the afternoon. I would imagine that State Farm is going to be there. So stop by the State Farm booth in the Big Tent in the outfield. So that college, you don't have to be in the gate. They're not in the stadium. They're at that College World Series village under the big top 10, which is literally cat a corner from where we are at Blur. Pretty quick walk. And it took me 3 minutes to get from the time I took the pictures to the time they handed me the bobblehead.
Are they charging?
No, it's free.
Dang.
It's free.
Yeah, come on now. Go get yourself a bobblehead.
It's free. It's free. So I would suggest that as well. We'll throw it to break. More one-on-one when we come back.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try their brand new S'mores cold brew with graham cracker cold foam. Also try a S'mores croissant and add cake batter cream cheese to any bagel. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's specials through June 24th are $1 off ground beef, 15% off on aprons, 15% off Cornhead beer, and buy one, get one 50% off on brats and hot dogs, limit 2. Plus, stop by for lunch on Fired Up Thursday at the Mercado East or Fired Up Friday at the Mercado North. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Summer is here, and it's time for Acres postseason planter parts sale. Save big on all in-stock John Deere planter parts. Get an automatic 10% off your purchase, or get 15% off when you spend $5,000 or more. Buy over $10,000 and get a whopping 20% off. Visit your local Acres location today and stock up on planter parts and save thousands. Hurry, this sale ends August 31st or while supplies last. Acres, your John Deere dealer.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Love y'all on a Saturday. Man. It's been a morning. It's been a morning here at 11th and O on O Street. Lincoln showed out and numbers. Making a statement. And again, I remind folks, no matter what you believe, no matter what you root for, love thy neighbor. On purpose. On purpose. Because the other option is not pleasant. It's not good. Right? We should be rooting for each other. This is a community. We should be rooting for each other. That's what I would say. That's what I would ask. It is an interesting day. So I got a couple of texts to confirm some things that we talked about earlier in the earlier version of One-on-One. And I do want to go through the college football schedule so folks can get some idea about what we're talking about and why we were so excited. Because, here at Ticket, football season, and football season on the pro level starts July 31st. Hall of Fame game, air it. Done. Bing, bang, bing, bing, bing. We got it. Done. That will carry a series of preseason NFL games, usually including the Dallas Cowboys and Las Vegas Raiders, because that's who the business partners, the broadcast partners, feature in preseason. There'll be some other games that become available sometime between now and then, but the games that we know we can air feature those two teams. And then when you get in season, Westwood One is a best game time slot available sort of deal. And we will, again, I will repeat this, all Thursday night games, NFL games will be on the Ticket. All Thursday night NFL.
That's pretty good deal there. Come on.
Because it works out, because when Nebraska plays on Thursday night, there's no NFL. Winning. Yes, sir. Winning. That every Monday night game will be available on the Ticket. Every Sunday night game. So every Thursday, every Sunday, every Monday night, those games will be available. And then there will be available games Sunday afternoon, Sunday late morning, Sunday afternoon. Right? So you'll get 3 games, NFL games on Sunday on the Ticket. So Thursday, 1 on Thursday, 3 on Sunday, 1 on Monday. 5 NFL games each week on the Ticket. 5. Sometimes 6. Sometimes 6, because season opener, Thursday night, bing. Game 2 of the NFL season is on a Friday night. The Kansas City Chiefs will be on the Ticket Friday night, September 5th. It's a Friday that we would say, sorry, Lincoln High School football, we're going to feature the Kansas City Chiefs. All the other Fridays, though, unless it's the Huskers, because there are some Fridays that the Huskers are playing. Yeah, right? Black Friday, but there's, I think there's no conflict with high school football on Black Friday.
I doubt it.
I think the state tournament is before then.
I actually don't know off the top of my head.
Google real quick what the dates of the Nebraska State football tournament. And we know it will be at the same time because, Black Friday is at Memorial Stadium. So we know that it may be the Friday after. Maybe the Friday after. Yeah. Swift from Lincoln on the text line says, DP, have you met with AJ Ferrari yet? No. But his people and my people are talking.
There we go.
His people and my people are talking. And by his people, I mean Mark Manning. You got to go straight to the source. Hey, Coach, that's the question, right? And look, shout out to Ridge Lovett for putting together programs throughout the off season, right? Takedown Tuesdays will be a thing. Again, you guys can be a part of it. You can sponsor in and help pay for that so that those young people get some benefit from it. And the programs get money for it. Yes. What'd you find out?
The NSAA football championships are November 24th and 25th for the 2025 to 2026.
So we do not hit.
Yeah, that would be no.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's no conflict in those games. So bravo. And of course, we will broadcast all of those games from Memorial Stadium, all the championship games. But in fact, a lot of lead up. I mean, that's the beauty. So just imagine that from Thursday to Monday, late August to early December, or late November, there's going to be football most nights. And then what happens is when college slows down in December, the NFL picks up games. So we'll have Saturday NFL games in December. So you'll have Thursday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Crazy talk. But I love it because it's football on air on the Ticket. And I'm fascinated by it. But a big part of the conversation was college football. And again, priority and focus in our programming during football season, it is Husker football pre and post game as a priority. So game days, 2.5 to 3 hours, pregame, 2 to 2.5, sometimes 3 hours, post game. there are opportunities and windows, especially when Huskers play on a Thursday or a Friday, or they play either extreme 11 a.m. or 7 p.m., that we can carry additional college games. And I'll go through the games that are available, and then we will pick based on the Husker schedule that coordinates with it or around it. So it starts, we're going to start with Kansas and Fresno State, August 23rd.
Okay.
That is a 5 p.m. kickoff. We will be there. Kansas State versus Iowa State. That is an 11:30 that Saturday. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. We'll be able to Texas and Ohio State, August 30th, 10:30. Ticket. Book it. Book it. Longhorns and Buckeyes on the ticket. On the ticket.
Nice.
We reached some conflict because on Friday the 29th, we were offered Colorado and Georgia Tech. Yeah, I rolled my eyes the same way you did. Sure did. We'll make a decision. I think that's going to be Lincoln High School football.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There's no conflict because the Huskers play Thursday.
Oh, that's right.
Huskers play Thursday, but there's high school. So then it's a matter of high school and then Royals. Royals. But again, they won't be, I won't say that they won't be in the playoffs. I'll let it play out. But
we'll cross our fingers.
Yeah. But we will make adjustments. September 1st. Again, the Huskers are playing on the 28th, so not really a conflict. The Horned Frogs and the Tar Heels, TCU, North Carolina.
I like that matchup.
Right. That's a great matchup. The following week, September 6th, we have the opportunity. We were offered Oregon and Oklahoma State. We were also offered, and I think it matches the schedule, that we will be able to air Michigan versus Oklahoma. 7:00 night game. Michigan, Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
On the ticket.
Come on.
13th, night game, Wisconsin and Alabama. Night game. The day game, Oklahoma. No, the day game on the 13th is Georgia and Tennessee. Georgia and Tennessee in Knoxville. Following week, September 20th, Huskers play Michigan at 2 p.m. We were offered, ladies and gentlemen, the CBS broadcast call of Michigan versus Nebraska. We will get CBS's call. Again, no conflict of supporting the local home team call, radio call.
Mm-hmm.
On all the apps.
Come on.
All the apps. All the apps. All the apps.
Come on.
On the ticket. Just saying. Listen, I'm going to be an absolute adolescent anytime a Nebraska team gets aired on the ticket, any sport. I don't care. Women's soccer, women's ball. I don't care. Anytime Nebraska. Anytime the Washington Commanders are on the ticket, I am going to be a child. An absolute infantile, petulant child. Count it. If we're going to carry some Big Ten basketball. I've been nudging privately that some of those games are Nebraska this year. Again, I'm not going to say, but listen, we deserve some of it.
Yeah.
Plus Big Ten tournament. Big Ten tournament for basketball, men's and women's. The ticket will have access to it. I kind of have to, but also remember the conflict because we have Nebraska boys and girls basketball tournament.
Yeah, that's its own beast.
Its own beast. But at least it's available. At least it's available. On the 27th, Alabama, Georgia.
I mean, that's just can't miss SEC football.
Well, but they double it up because then it's Auburn and Texas A&M.
That's also some pretty good SEC
Double
football.
it up. Double it up. Double it up. I said double it up. The October schedule includes the following: Texas versus the Florida Gators, Ohio State versus Illinois, Clemson versus North Carolina, Florida, and Texas A&M, Tennessee, and Alabama. BYU, Iowa State, and Alabama, South Carolina. Those are some of the feature games for October. For November, we're going to pop this party open. Break the case. Penn State versus Ohio State. Follow it that day with Miami and SMU. Following week, it's Florida State, Clemson, and LSU, Alabama. Georgia and Mississippi State. Following week, Texas at Georgia, Clemson and Louisville. Following week, USC, Oregon. Following week, Black Friday, Ohio State, Michigan. Well, that's actually the Saturday. So it's that Saturday because the Huskers play on Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday,
yeah.
Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Stanford. And we head into December with the SEC Championship, Big Ten Championship, ACC Championship, and Army versus Navy. So, football, you bad. That if you include in high school football and Royals, and then, again, Royals play a ton of Tuesday, Wednesday games in August and September.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's going to be fantastic that there will be football of some sort, from high school to NFL, Thursday through Monday on the ticket.
What can't you like about that?
And I am efforting, negotiating in confidence. Because here's the ticket. We like a little MAC action. We like a little action.
A little bit of the MAC.
We like a little action. And that would fulfill some of those Tuesday and Wednesday nights. So, come on, ESPN, come through. Because I think that's in play. So, in a perfect world, there will be live football on the ticket. You will still be able to stream all the local programming. So, that's not going to be an issue. You're not going to miss anything.
Oh, yeah.
Not going to miss anything. And Eric, I will banish you for the weekend for that comment, sir. I bet you're silenced until Monday. I'm just kidding. He said we already knew you were a child DP. Facts. Grown man, baby. Grown man, baby. All things true. We celebrate truth here. So no worries. We'll throw the break. Final segment of One-on-One. We'll talk UFC and the NBA Finals when we come back.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
People always ask me, hey, Livy, what fuels you? Passion, competition, the pursuit of greatness? None of those things. Raising Cane's is the only fuel I need. Their cooked-to-order chicken fingers always fills my tank, and the crinkle-cut fries and Texas toast are the perfect top-off for the perfect road trip. So when I'm running on fumes, I always refuel at Raising Cane's. But turns out, not everything's fueled by Cane's. Guess the old girl prefers her sauce unleaded. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Be at the 32nd Annual Testicle Festival for some fun, rain or shine. Free entry for military. It's at Round the Bend Steakhouse in Ashland, June 14th from 11 to 10. Take I-80 exit 426. RoundTheBendSteakhouse.com.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one. all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa,
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
When you're outdoors beneath Nebraska skies, adventure comes in all sizes. From quick escapes and long weekends to true off-the-grid retreats. Paddle, hike, camp, explore. Whether you have a few hours or a few days, we'll guide you to a state park or recreation area that's a perfect fit. Start your next adventure today at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
I want to ride. Do you want to ride? June is officially riding month at Rod's Power Sports, Nebraska's largest volume Honda Power Sports dealership. Come in now and take advantage of huge savings and a great inventory selection during Rod's I Want to Ride celebration days all month long. Simply schedule a qualified demo ride on one of their new Honda motorcycles, ATVs, scooters, or side-by-sides, or purchase a new or used vehicle, and you get a free custom I Want to Ride t-shirt. Plus, all month long, they have 10% discounts on all wearables, parts, accessories, and oil change kits when purchased with a new or used Honda. Free refreshments served each Saturday morning in June. Just show up and say, I want to ride, and they'll fix you up with some free stuff and help you pick out that new ride. Come ride with Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln or online at rodspowersports.com. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda Power Sports vehicles are for riders 16 years and older. Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You're listening to One on One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Insanity be thy name. Greatly appreciate it. From the text line, Eric, yeah, you're forgiven by saying. Swiss from Lincoln, DP, what's the John Jones update? Is he ducking? Oh, John, can I say this from a personal standpoint, from a personal and professional standpoint? John Jones is whatever the opposite of ducking, predatorial, stalking. That's John Jones. John Jones is so by far the best pound for pound fighter in the world, and it's not close. I mean, you're talking
By
about
far.
that. He has gone through the gauntlet of Hall of Famers in the heavyweight division, in the light heavyweight, and heavyweight division. He's gone through them all. There's no, like, you can say that people, we want to see you fight, but then at this point in his career, what are you doing? Like, money's not the thing, right? Legacy's not the thing.
No.
And Aspinall, please don't give him credit for things he hadn't done. We're talking about the GOAT. John Jones is the GOAT. Yeah. It's like putting people in the Bud Crawford conversation when it comes to his weight class. There are people that aspire to be him, people that target him, but none of them have his Bud Crawford's legacy in that weight class. That's John Jones. So as they say, put respect on that man's name. He's not. Why would he duck? There's no reason.
Yeah.
Aspinall needs John Jones. John Jones could walk off into the sunset and be the GOAT and be the GOAT forever. He doesn't have to fight Aspinall.
No.
Doesn't need to. But guess there's nothing that Aspinall does that is brings fear to the heart of John Jones. Nothing. Was he punch better than the guys that he's fought? He's better than Stipe? Better on the ground than Cormier? What are we talking about? He doesn't do a thing. He doesn't do the thing. No, but Jones is Habib is doing his own thing. He has something to say about the GOAT, but he stopped. He stopped.
True.
Right? Well, but GSP took a loss in an upset, in a monumental upset. GSP took a loss. Can't say that about Habib and John Jones. When it comes to this UFC thing, oh no, I'm the dude when it comes to this stuff. I love GSP. Loved it. But guess what? GSP took a loss that we still can't explain. We can't explain it. Habib just ran through everybody, took the guy who was the star of the sport and sent him into a tailspin that he is yet to recover from. Like, what was the last time? Like, we saw Conor in a movie trying to act like, you know, the guy that Patrick Swayze would have to beat up, right?
Don't even get me started.
Right? Like, we understand that, right? Like, we understand that. But it's a great weekend because, again, Carney's own Usman is the main event tonight in Atlanta. And this is a brawl. This was going to be a brawl. It's a great card, by the way. It's a fight night. It's available.
You can just watch the fight night.
Yep. Bill and Bennett, you are far too kind for this thing that you said. I'll read it because you wrote it. DP is becoming an icon for sports talk radio. Crazy to me that he's doing it from Lincoln, Nebraska, but well done, DP. It is a pleasure. Again, today was a day where I felt so much more at home in Lincoln, Nebraska, and felt so welcomed and appreciated. But the ability to talk sports, the blessing, the privilege, all of the things that I get to do this, and I get to do this for you, with you, include you in it, right? That it's set up so that you, the listener, can participate, be a part of it, can add to all those things, right? Right? Eric, no. John Jones, if they were here's the question about it. If John Jones was GSP's weight class, it wouldn't, please don't. We haven't seen the offensive weaponry by anybody from the likes of John Jones. John Jones defensively is an absolute unicorn. Strikes from different angles that we've not seen, strikes at a higher strike rate, and finishes. We love GSP, but you can't tell me that GSP at his best would beat John Jones because, you have to explain to me how did GSP get beat? Explain it to me. And then tell me that thing doesn't show up when he's in an octagon with John Jones. Yeah. You can't. You can't. And having sat octagon side for both of them, one is an absolute wizard. The other is one of one. You can put GSP in the GOAT conversation and say in a Mount Rushmore in the UFC. And I'm not sure what the Mount Rushmore of the UFC is or can be. But I tell you what, John Jones and Habib are them the two big heads. Them the two big heads. And then you get into all the other conversation because 18 months ago, people were trying to put Sugar Shane in that conversation. 3 years ago, they were trying to put Conor in that conversation. 4 years ago, it was Daniel Cormier because guess what? He was knocking off folks. They put Stipe in the conversation. They tried to put Brock Lesnar in the conversation. You tried to put you can go through the full range, but the two, everybody, it's John and Habib and everybody else. Everybody else. Because them two figured it out every night in the octagon and never walked away with an L. That's what I'm talking about. Tune in to UFC tonight, fight night. Pretty good stuff. Love y'all. Love your neighbor. Please. Thank you. Because.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season.